Good evening. It's Felicia Starks Fitness. It's Felicia Starks with Felicia Starks Fitness. I am a fitness nutrition specialist, and I normally make live videos about fitness, nutrition, motivation, different things that you can do in order to look good naked. And I specialize in helping women who want to look amazing naked. The reason that I am making this video tonight is because it's January 9th, and see, we are 9 days into the first of the year, and I would be wrong if I did not say something about the food that I've been seeing. This is not to criticize anything that I've seen. This is more so to make you aware of foods that may be hindering your fat loss. So if you're here to find out the foods that you should limit or avoid in order to help you continue to lose fat, then you're in the right place. So if you're here and you're ready to find out the foods that you should limit or avoid, give me your favorite food emoji right now in the comments. And go ahead and share this video while I'm waiting to see the first food emoji. All right. Okay, I'm waiting. I don't see the food emoji. And if you're watching this on the replay, I want to see your food emoji, your favorite, just one food emoji, if you're ready to find out the foods that you should limit or avoid in order for you to help you lose weight. I don't see any emojis. All right. Thank you, LaConia, for following. All right, so the first one. Listen, and I'm going to warn you in advance. Don't get in your feelings and think that, I'm just telling you, don't get in your feelings. I'm sharing with you facts. So this is not about feelings. This is about facts to help you. The first thing, the first food that you want to avoid or limit, something that we've been eating for years, since some of us, we started eating it when we were little, and we still eat it now. Cereal. Yes, I said cereal. And I know that Cheerios is heart healthy, and Special K has all these great benefits, and who else can I think of? Raisin Bran and all the different brands of cereal. I know what they tell you, but I'm here to tell you that if your goal is for fat loss, you don't need to be eating cereal of any kind. If you're focused on fat loss. If you're not focused on fat loss, eat as much cereal as you want, because this message is not for you. So the first food that I am going to suggest that you limit or avoid if you're wanting to continue with your fat loss progress is cereal of all kind. I don't care if you do it with almond milk or coconut milk or hemp milk. I don't care. It doesn't matter. The cereal is loaded with sugar. All you got to do is turn the box around and turn the package around, and you can see that yourself. Leave the cereal for your babies or your kids. If you're trying to lose fat, that's not something that is going to help you. And you're here because you want to find out. So I know I'm hurting some of y'all, and y'all gonna be upset. But if you want to see changes, you gotta make changes. And this is leave your feelings. I'm gonna tell you to leave your feelings somewhere else, because feelings and fat loss are not gonna work together. Okay, we're gonna move on. So the first one is cereal. You got to give the cereal up. Okay, no cereal. I don't care. I don't care if it's Rice Chex. I don't care if it's Raisin Bran. I don't care if it's Honey Heart, Heart Healthy Cheerios or Honey Nut Oats or whatever. Give up the cereal. The second one is your breakfast bars. Okay, I think it's Belvita. I think it's called Belvita. Yeah, Belvita. Any kind of breakfast bars, your Special K breakfast bar, your sometimes even the Cliff bars, and some protein bars are loaded with sugar. But for sure, I can tell you that the Special K breakfast bars and any kind of breakfast bar is going to be loaded with sugar. So again, you're here and you're watching this because you want to help with your fat loss. And the breakfast bars and the cereal are not going to help you. If you are eating cereal now, just tap the button like 3 times. Nobody will know except you. I'm interested to know who's still eating cereal. I'm going to move on. Hold on just one second. I want to share this video. Thank you, Talithia, for sharing this video. All right. So the second, I already said the second. All right. I said cereal, breakfast bars, and some protein bars. And let me explain about the protein bars. Not all protein bars are created equal. If you turn the protein bar over, you will see that some of the protein bars that you love are loaded with sugar and lots of other stuff. And the Cliff bars, I'm trying to think of the Kind bars. It's called Kind, Kind. That is loaded with sugar. It might be about the same amount as a Snickers. Okay? If you don't believe me, you can go check the label. I'm not here to argue with you or to debate with you. I'm just here to inform you. It's up to you what you do with the information. All right. So the protein bars, in order for it to be considered like really a protein bar, your carbs on the protein bar should be less than like 10 carbs. And that's still kind of high. Low fat, and the fat being no more than 5 grams. But if it's a protein bar, your protein should be higher than your carbs. It should be minimal sugar, if any. So if there's any sugar in it, it might be like 1 or 2 grams, because most of the time the protein bars get the sweetness from from artificial sweeteners. Okay. And so you kind of know. So next time you go to buy a protein bar, if you have any protein bars in your pantry, just look on the back of them. And I definitely don't advise you eating your Kind bars, your Special K bars, Fiber One bars. Those have a lot of sugar in them. Okay. So the next food, meal replacement shakes. Okay. Don't get in your feelings again. I'm just sharing these facts with you. So meal replacement shakes are normally they are processed, and a lot of times they have a lot more carbs and sugar in them than even if you were to eat a regular meal. So a meal replacement shake, although sounds like it's a good idea, the only thing about the meal replacement shakes is what happens is, and I don't have an issue with them, but whatever you start doing, you have to continue doing. So if you are replacing a meal and that's what helped you lose your weight, unless you're learning how to eat real food and minimal processed foods along with that replaced meal, what's going to happen when you stop your auto ship or when you stop buying that meal replacement shake? Do you know how to eat so that you can maintain your results? And I'm going to go back because Denise just noted the one bar. The one bar is the one bar and the Quest are two of my favorites. The one bar has minimal carbs, high protein, good amount of fiber, low fat, low sugar. So if you're looking for a protein bar, I am not endorsing. I'm like, they're not paying me for this at all. But the one bar is one that I recommend. So going back to the meal replacement shakes, don't recommend them. And the reason that I don't recommend them is unless you have a plan on how you're going to eat normal without the meal replacement shake, don't even start it. I know that I have some friends that have the two shakes in a meal. If they're showing you how to eat regular food so that when you decide you don't want to buy any more shakes, that's fine. But if they're not, no. So I'm going to take a little quick break because I have a couple more and then we're going to be done. But while you're here, please hit the share button and share this, because if you find it interesting, somebody else that you know will too, and they may not know me. But if you're ready, I want you to put in the emoji, a drink emoji, whatever kind of drink, because the next item or food/drink that you should limit or avoid is juice. Fruit juice, apple juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice. If you're going to drink juice, just eat the fruit. How about that? Because you're getting way more sugar than you need to, and you're not getting near the amount of vitamins and minerals that you think you are unless you are juicing it yourself. So give up the juices. Cranberry, if it has a fruit before it and it's juice, orange juice, apple juice, cran apple, cran grape, whatever, any kind of juices, you don't need to, not unless you're drinking cranberry, like if maybe your doctor told you to drink cranberry juice for whatever reason, but I doubt it. Some people will drink cranberry juice because we've been told that it helps with urinary tract infections. I don't know that that's 100% accurate. I can't say that it's not, but yeah, eat the cranberries. Eat some fresh cranberries. Don't drink the juice, okay? So with that being said, eat fruit, and the fruit that I recommend if your focus is on fat loss, the fruit that I recommend is avocados. Yes, avocado is a fruit because it has a pit. And berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, boysenberries, raspberries, berries. Okay? Those are the fruits, along with avocado, that I recommend. Why? Because they are low sugar. And we're not going to get into the semantics about sugar being natural and all that kind of stuff. I'm saying if you're focused and you're here watching this, the foods you want to limit to or avoid in order to help improve your fat loss results. The foods, I'm going to go back to the one for those of you that just joined, what you missed. The first one is cereal. Yes, cereal. All kinds. Thank you, Tracy, for saying 1 tablespoon of baking soda in a glass of water helps with that urinary tract infection. So there's a natural remedy that you don't have to drink cranberry juice. And because I'll just give you a real quick tip. When you're drinking juice, you're getting a lot of sugar. And when you have that sugar, your insulin levels are going up. And when your insulin levels are going up, in addition to you drinking, so let's say you have that cereal plus you have a glass of orange juice. Ma'am and sir, your blood sugar levels are too high. And when your blood sugar levels are high and there's your body isn't able to process and get rid of all of that insulin, guess what? It's stored as fat. Guess what? You're gaining weight. All right. Cereal, breakfast bars, and some of the protein bars, don't need to eat those. Meal replacement shakes, don't even get started. If you're drinking them now, I don't have a problem with them as long as you know how to transition away from having the meal replacement shake. No juice, giving up the juice. And again, this is not forever. This is while you're focused on fat loss. So you want to avoid or limit the amount of juice that you have. And instead of having juice, just eat the fruit. And if you are into fruit and you just have to have your fruit, the fruit that I recommend that you have while you're focused on fat loss is berries, all varieties, and avocado. All right. For my vegan and vegetarian friends, plant-based substitutes are still processed. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Plant-based substitutes are still processed. So not unless it's some type of, like jackfruit, as long as you're not frying it and all that kind of stuff, that's a good substitute. But if you're trying to find different plant-based substitutes and they have soy in them and all of this other kind of stuff, it's still processed. So while it is convenient for you to have the black bean burger or whatever and all the different kind of things, it's processed. It's not even a minimally processed. And like if it has more than 3 to 5 ingredients, it's processed. And when you're focused on fat loss, you want to limit the amount of foods that you eat regularly that are processed. Okay? Low fat and low calorie dairy food, like your low fat dairy, your low calorie foods. Here's the thing. When it's considered low fat or low calorie, if you look on the nutrition label almost always you're going to see that the sugar is a little bit higher. And unless you're not focused on fat loss, you don't need any more sugar. So that's it. So I'm gonna go back from the beginning, and then I'll take some questions, and then we're gonna get off. The foods that you want to limit or avoid if you are focused on fat loss and you want to increase your fat loss efforts, the first one is cereal. I know I may have hurt some feelings and I'm being funny, but I know some people still eat cereal. I don't have anything against cereal, and I don't care that your doctor told you to eat Cheerios because it's heart healthy or it helps your cholesterol. I don't care, because a lot of the doctors that you're seeing are overweight. Okay. Am I wrong? They're overweight, but they're recommended that you eat heart healthy Cheerios. Okay. And the reason they do that is because whole grains. Because even if you look at the food pyramid, really you need to turn the food pyramid upside down. Because with the food pyramid, it's recommended that you have all these grains and that you get minimal protein. And really, you need to turn it so the food pyramid has the grains all up here. And really it needs to be the opposite. Like, you need to get more protein, you need to get more vegetables, you need to get more fat. That's the truth. So limit cereal. Yes, I'm calling out the doctors because y'all know it's a lot of doctors that are walking around here that are out of shape, that don't need to be giving anybody advice about any kind of diet. I had somebody ask me a question about a Mediterranean diet that their doctor had recommended, and the doctor didn't. I said, well, what did the doctor tell you? Gave some general information. So they're telling you, oh, you should go on this diet or you should try this. Unless they're directing you to a dietitian or a nutritionist, I'm asking, you telling me to change my diet, I need you to tell me what I need to do. And they're not going to be able to tell you because their field of study is what? Medicine. They are practicing physicians, and their field of study is in medicine. They treat symptoms with what? Medicine, not with food. And I'm here to help you treat yourself and improve your health with what? Not medicine, with food. So if you're also here, I know I didn't say this because I'm not making any medical claims, but I'm telling you, if your blood sugar levels are high, always, if your high blood pressure, you have those kind of issues, you've been told that you're pre-diabetic, that can be reversed by following what I just said. Getting rid of the cereal, replacing that with oatmeal. And I'm not saying a cup of oatmeal or not even the packaged oatmeal. Get you a half a cup of oatmeal. Don't put any sugar in it. Gosh, sugar don't have to, we don't have to, everything don't have to be laden with sugar. But get rid of the cereal. The breakfast bar, your Special K's, your Belvitas, your Fiber Ones, any bar that's classified as breakfast bar, get rid of it. I need to share this one more time. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Okay. Lori just said it. What will the doctor fix if you're not sick? You don't go see him if you're not sick. And they're going to treat your symptoms with what? Medicine. And then you keep taking that medicine and it's going to cause another side effect. And then you're going to have to take another medicine. And then you look up and you got a pill thing full of 3 different medications you have to take because of what? One thing. The way you're going to fix your health this year, the way you're going to fix the way you feel after you eat is by what? Changing the way you eat. So getting rid of the cereal, getting rid of the breakfast bars and most of the protein bars, especially the protein bar called Kind. The Clif bars, no. Even Think Thin, need to read those labels. Meal replacement shakes, I wouldn't even start with them, because if you start with them, you need to know how to get off of them, and not unless you're going to do it for life. If it's something you're going to have those for life, have at it. But even if that's something you feel like you're going to do forever and you love it, you're going to get tired of it at one point. So why not learn how to eat real food that is grown from the ground, or food that was animal before. I ain't trying to trigger no vegans that's on here. I love everybody. But meal replacement shakes, don't do those. Come on, y'all. Juice, nope, it's not helping you. It's actually full of sugar, And sugar is what? The enemy to any fat loss efforts, like minimal sugar. So if you want juice, if you want the fruit, whatever, if you want the benefits of eating fruit, don't drink it, eat it. And on the fat loss side, if your focus is on fat loss, your fruit that you should be focusing, like the only fruit that you should be eating for a while would be avocados and berries. Whatever berries that you like, have, like, knock yourself out. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, boysenberries, raspberries, anything in the berry family, low sugar and low glycemic. Plant-based substitutes, I would just avoid them. I know that vegans and vegetarians are often trying to figure out different things in order to be able to replace with their meals, because they want things to still taste, taste really good. But the plant-based proteins are highly processed, and there's a lot of vegans that are eating the plant-based substitutes that are full of soy that is not good for us to consume often, and other stuff, parabens and all that, like carraging. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but it's CARG something something something. It's also found in almond milk. When you're eating those, even though it's a substitute, you end up gaining weight. Not everyone, but there's a big amount of vegans that are swapping plant-based plant-based things, and they're gaining weight. And a lot of it is because those substitutes have a lot of carbs in it. And no matter what ideology you have for eating, guess what? You still have to have a caloric deficit. And if you don't have a caloric deficit, you can eat whatever, you're going to gain weight. You will. All right. And then the last thing is the low fat dairy and the low calorie. So the low calorie, 100 calorie snacks, no. Even if it says gluten free, no, because gluten free does not mean calorie free. It does not mean that low fat is replaced almost always with extra sugar. So the key here is looking at the labels. I want to help you be successful this year. And the only way that I know that I can contribute and help you with that is by giving the information. Now it's totally up to you what you do with this information. I won't be able to respond to all of the comments here, but I want to make sure that you share this video. And if this video has been helpful, leave me a comment and let me know what your aha moment was, or what you learned that was like, oh my God, I didn't know. Some of it is probably going to be the cereal. I already realized that. The last part of this, because I've already shared all the foods that you should avoid or limit if you want to lose if you want to continue losing fat. But that's what it is, Natasha, is carrageenan. I probably pronounced it wrong. But while you're here, I do have a 60-day Fit and Flabulous challenge that is going on right now. It started on Monday. However, if you would like to still join us, we have room. There's 127, I think, that are fully engaged in the challenge. It's not about fat loss. It's not about weight loss. I'm gonna tell you right now. The challenge is about more so, it's 2 phases. It's 60 days. This first phase is the reset. So it's changing our mindset, because sometimes we have a lot of stuff that's going on and we need to reset things. And so this first phase is 30 days. it's January 9th, so you still, like, even though, let's say you contact me tonight and then you decide you want to join the challenge tonight, we're not so far ahead that you will not be able to get in and get what you need and be able to get the basics down and be able to get results. Again, what this is not focused on weight loss. People are losing weight, but the focus is on changing habits, getting you back to the basics, to eating food that is real, food that tastes amazing. And so myself and Shadonna Marie are leading this challenge. This is a really, like, if you maybe have wanted to work with me before and you weren't sure how to do it, this is a great opportunity to do it. And like I said, there's 120 something women and men in the challenge. All you have to do is send me a message to find out how you can get in the challenge. There is still time. There's 2 phases. The second phase of the challenge is going to set you up so that you don't have to do diets anymore. Like, aren't you tired of doing diets? Like, every 3 months you're doing a new diet. Every 3 months you're doing a detox. Every 3 months you're doing some type of reset or whatever. It's time out for all of that. Let's just learn how to change our habits, change our daily habits. Those small daily habits lead to big changes, and those big changes lead to transformations, because transformations are they're more than the scale. They're more than, I don't know. It becomes a lifestyle, and there's nothing that you have to take a break from. There's nothing that you're like, oh, I'm missing out. No, you are able to balance out your life, eat food that tastes amazing, and you don't ever have to be like, oh, I can't have that, I can't have that, because you know what you had to do in order to get the results. And it's not going to be like, how long does it last? It's going to last as long as you continue doing what you're doing. So that's why I said, if you don't want to do all those meal replacements and all that kind of stuff, because when you do it, you got to keep doing it. Yes, you can lose with detoxes and stuff like that, but who wants to keep drinking stuff just to lose 5 pounds? How about you lose the 5 pounds, make adjustments to your lifestyle, and then guess what? You don't have to go on another diet. You don't have to do this extreme thing to try to get ready for the summer, because what you do today is going to determine what you look like in the summer. And so this is not just about you looking good. This is about you feeling good. Okay. So if you want to join the challenge, it's the Fit and Flabulous 60-day challenge. Send me a message. I will let you know how you can join us. There's still time. Share this video, because regardless of whatever, there's other people besides you that need to know that there's foods that they're eating that is getting in the way of their fat loss, and they feel like, oh, I'm eating heart healthy Cheerios, but really you're sabotaging your results because you are getting too much sugar. So don't be the reason that people don't get information because you don't want to share it. Talk to you guys later. And before you go, leave me a message, make a comment about what your aha moment was, or aha food that you didn't realize that's probably slowing down your fat loss process. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.